Χαίρομαι. Terve Maria, armoitettu Herra sinun kanssasi, sinä sinä naisten joukossa ja sinä kohtusi hedelmä Jeesus.
Pyhä Maria, Jumalan äiti, rukoile meidän syyllisten puolesta, nyt ja kuolemamme hetken amen.
Pyhä Rafael, rukoile puolestamme. Pyhä Johannes, rukoile puolestamme. Ja kaikki kysymyksiä.
Yeah, it's glass. It's a glass rosy.
Wow, okay. We are online. I don't know if anyone is there. If it's Paola, greetings to Mexico from Finland. Yeah. Very good. This is going to be short because half of the class, also the priest wanted to talk about how to read in the Mass. So we thought that could be a fun, practical class in the middle of a retreat. That will not be online, I'm sorry, because it will be in Finnish, I think. Anyway, so we're going to talk about generosity. I thought it's Lent. Maybe we're going to talk about mortification, doing a diet, the cross, but no. The subject, I don't know if I really, because I have a list, but it's a new list, so I'm a bit messed. But in any case, generosity. To give ourselves. So we're following in our Christian life. We're here because we want to pray. And when we want to pray, we always want to talk to Jesus and to learn how he is, and we want to imitate him. No? And then one of the things that is pretty interesting is that the logic of God is very different from our logic. Well, not so different, okay. We would like to have the same logic, but his first reaction is very different from our own reaction. Our own reaction is always like, my treasure, me and myself. No, it's like the kids, no? When there's one small child that he's growing up, the first thing almost that he knows how to say is not necessarily mom, it's mine. Oh, he's saying mom. No, he's saying mine. No, it's like, this is mine. So we're the same somehow, no? So we think, I got stuck in this point in the creation when Aksa came and I was like, I'm preparing the chat and I'm stuck in the creation. So it's like, okay, good luck. I thought from the very beginning, no, God creates the world not for fun. He creates it for us. I mean, everything he does his best. He does it for us in order that we can be happy with him. Because being happy without him is not possible for us. It's not that he did like a chip, like you without me, you're nothing. No, it's just reality. We are much more happy with him. In any case, so in the creation, he did the best. And our answer was a bit, we were like, I found this apple, I'm going to eat this apple, I'm going to know more than you. That's it. Well, not necessarily it's about an apple, but in any case, the sin is that we said, I'm going to be better. So, as if God wasn't giving us the best. And of course, when we want to be by ourselves, then we find out we're naked, we're a disaster, everything goes against us, life is not so easy. So we realized it was much better before with God. But now it's done. And then God comes to us and he let us down with our freedom until we kill him. But he doesn't say stop. He let us do. So he shows us the kind of love that he has, that he's ready not to say, this is the limit. He has no limits. He says, you can continue as much as I want. I'm here. I'll be with you. Until you open your eyes and you say, what on earth am I doing? And then I say, I'm sorry. And then he's there. But in the way he does always the best. So he opens us the door to the paradise. Even though what we were doing, it wasn't the best. But he knows how to convert everything into a gift for us. So everything Jesus does is always generosity. It's not like you do this with an apple, I do this with a melon. Boom, for you. No, no, no. It's always infinite more. No? That's generosity. It's not I'm giving only until I have to. No, I'm giving everything. And well, yesterday in the circle, we have a circle. There were two people. Let's see if you remember. No, I'm not going to ask. We were reading the gospel, the story of Lazarus, and in Spanish it's a very weird name, Epulon, the rich guy. I have no idea in English, neither in Finnish. Epulon is the rich guy, right? No, in English, no.
A man with a purple robe.
A man with a purple robe. Well, in Spanish, the translator got inspired. He gave him a weird name, Epulon. And then the poor guy is Lazarus that is there. Oh, I'm hungry and no one gives me anything. And it's very beautiful when you read it. You see, one dies, the poor guy dies. This is my own memory and my own translation. Horrible, you can check. But then the angels comes and then bring him to the place where they have to bring him. Is like heaven, but in that moment, it was the place where Abraham was, no, something like that. The seno de Abraham in Spanish. But then the Epulon, the rich guy, dies. That he was dressed in silk and these purple robes and all kind of stuff, and then he ate a lot, and then he is buried. That's it. I mean, it's pretty graphical. So the poor guy goes to heaven, goes up, 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 brought by the angels, and the rich guy is buried. I mean, it's good that he's buried. That's something. But that's it. So it's pretty like graphic, this idea that he put his heart in all the comfort he could receive, in all the image he could have, no? Because when you dress well, you're cool and whatever, and then all the pleasure he could have. So at the end of his life, he's buried. It's like, okay, that was it. I don't know how old he was, but he was there in the hole. They don't say that he is going to be, I don't know what. No, he's just there. And it's a very, then after, okay, they talk between the heaven and the hell, no? And then he's saying, hey, go to my brothers to tell him not to come here. But it's interesting, this idea that if I put my heart in things that are just going to die with me, is it that what I want? That I want to, well, no, this is a bad example, but sometimes we can be, I want to pass this exam and everything is there in that exam or whatever. And then when I go to heaven, anyone is going to remember my exam. So was it worth it so much? Maybe yes, of course. They're going to remember, because then after I went to the university and then I saved lives with my career. Okay, that's true. Or because of the virtues that you get out of that. But sometimes we really got stuck in something that is that going to be buried or that deserves to go up. And it's like, where do I put my heart? No? To accumulate things to provide my own comfort. There's this book that is called Momo, that maybe you guys have read it, and I strongly recommend it. I think we have a copy. Yes, we do. It's for kids, okay? It's not like literature like Shakespeare, but it's really good. And then it talks about how one girl, that girl is kind of weird because she lives alone outside. I always thought it was like the Coliseum that she was living there, but she had a lot of friends. But in any case, the story is long. But there is one thing that comes, the bad guys, they're the gray men, and they give to her a doll. So once she has the doll and then she starts to play with the doll says, I need some shoes. So then she has to go and bring her some shoes. I need some dress. So all the time the doll is asking for more things. He has more demandings. So Momo is really frustrated because he has no time for anything else but to tell the doll that is really stupid. She only needs things, but she doesn't answer. She doesn't do anything. But I always found it a very good example of the idea that material things always demand from us all the energy that we want to put it something that is more worthy. No? So when we are with the phone, I get attached to the phone and then I'm only in the phone. But then actually the phone is a way of putting me in connection with reality, but I never arrive to the reality, to the 3D maybe. No? But sometimes I can get stuck with that, not always. No? But this can happen to us. Okay, what is my heart wanting? No? Like the doll or the material things demand more things. In my heart also demands things. What kind of things he can demand? He's like a magnet. If you have a magnet and you have here a lot of little things that has metal and you go close, they will get stuck. And when you arrive to the thing that you wanted that is bigger, there is no space. And maybe there is less attraction because it's full. So our heart is the same. If I just give him all the little things, he will demand more because it's like we have a hole in our heart that wants eternity. So all these little things that I can bring, my heart is always demanding for more because it's not enough. I can put there all kind of comforts, but it's never enough. I'm not saying that so we should go to the desert and live in the desert. I'm not saying that, but my heart is the main thing that I have to protect, to put it in the right thing, and that means my heart can ask for me for more comfort, to take care of myself, to see in the others like that person is happy it's because she has this and I don't have it. So then this with when I compare, I always think that the others have everything, that's why they're happy. We have no idea what kind of sufferings are behind. And we're all different. So it's not true. Maybe that person that you see is happy because she's struggling, because she went for a moment of prayer, because she's doing her best, no? So in front of these questions of the heart or these demandings, we have Christ that is telling us that we should be like this seed that dies and then the fruit will come. That is pretty, like when you read the gospel, there are things that are very, very strong. Well, there are things, not everything, but sometimes you have the light to understand. What does Christ means? That we have to be like this seed, that we die in order to grow the plant. So what is my life now? What is the part that I'm ready to give? And what is the part that I don't want to be touched? This is mine. The rest is okay, but this is mine. Why am I afraid of God? Do I really think that Christ is going to break that seed? And when I am generous, I receive such a deep peace behind. The founder of Opus Dei, San Jose Maria, used to say, another translation from my own memory, horrible, you can find it in the way, that happiness is not a comfort life, but a heart that is in love. So this is the key for success. If we talk about generosity, we're talking about a heart that is in love. Because you cannot give if there is no reason to give. I don't go to the street and then say to the people like, I'm going to give you my love. They will look at me and then run away as soon as they can. No? It's like, what is this random person? I cannot love someone that I don't know yet. Well, in general, yes. I mean, you're part of the humankind and I love you guys, but when I love someone, the real love means to give everything so the other person can be happy. It's the same thing that God has made with us. He gave us everything so we can be happy. But he gave us everything. And it could happen sometimes that the relationship with God, we could think as a business transaction. You give me this, thanks, I give you that. But I'm going to ask you for more. Like, these are my interests. I went to the Mass, I was a good girl. So, could you please help me in the exam? And I prayed the rosary. That's cool. Are you going to take care of my family? As if we have to convince God that take care of my family is a good thing. That's why I'm praying the rosary, help me full of grace, until he has the head like this and he says, okay, I'll take care of your family. So we could think a bit like that, no? With the commercial relationship. I study business, so I know this is somehow that I give you, you give me, we all win, we're all happy. But God is not like that, because he gives without receiving. And he doesn't even demand. He just look at us. When this is a horrible compared to a dog, but when you're close to a dog and then he looks at you when you're eating, it's like, get away. I'm not gonna give it to you. Okay, God is not like a dog, but he really loves us. He gives us everything, and then he look at us, and then it's your moment to answer. You're gonna say yes or no. He's looking at you like, you know that I love you. It's like, yes, I know. I'm feeling uncomfortable. This is my iPad. It's my moment for my iPad. What do you want? Sometimes we could be like that, no? So, what can God ask me? Do I have like a limit? He can ask my money, because in any case, I'm poor as a rat. So, if he asks my money, there's no risk that I'm gonna become poor. Okay? He can ask my Sunday. I'm Catholic and I know already on Sundays I go to Mass. It's okay. I give you my Sunday when I'm in a good mood. If not, I'll do my best. It's okay. My Sunday is done. Or he can ask, 15 minutes of my day, so I do prayer. I don't know. We are in a retreat. It's a good moment. Can he ask me for my life? Oh, those are big words. What are you thinking about? Do I really open my heart to tell him, what do you want, because I'm all yours? You made me. I don't have anything to hide from you. Take me and bring me wherever you want to bring me. I trust you. Like when you open your heart to the doctor, no? First of all, you're like, don't touch me. And then you think, okay, if he doesn't touch me, I'm not going to survive. So I will have to tell the truth and then open, and then I'll do what he tells me. With Christ, am I afraid that he touched something that is too particular? Because that's exactly what he's asking for. He wants everything. God is not a person that wants half of my heart. He wanted everything. And he wanted to make me happy. He doesn't want it to have fun. Because sometimes we are afraid of opening my heart when I think that someone is going to hurt me. In the case of Christ, as much as he asks, as much happiness and peaceful he puts. So I'm always in the right track when I let him come and when I follow him. What can I give him? My life? But then I only have one. Yeah, true. So you choose. You want it there, buried, or you want to go up? It's a joke. You understand what I mean? But then we can think, what happens if I can do everything compatible? I can have my time, I can have the time of God, and everything compatible. It's up to me. I mean, God is not going to tell me, no, then you're going to be just buried. No, it's not true. It's up to me. That is where this virtue comes. Generosity. Do I give things to God only because I'm going to receive? Or am I able to say with Santres, there is one very beautiful poem from Santres of Avila, where she said, I don't love you because of what you are giving, no, because you're going to give me heaven. I love you because of what you did in the cross. I love you because you are who you are. Like, this is the real love. When you love the other person, not because he's giving to you. I mean, it's good to love God because I expect that I will arrive to heaven. I will be happy. But this kind of love of Christ, of God that we have, deserves our pure love. That's the moment of generosity. I'm not giving you because you're giving me. I'm giving you everything because you gave me everything. So then the relationship with God becomes like everything in my life. It's not only one part of my soul, it's the whole melody that I'm going to live with. It's all my heart. Everything is doing boom, 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 boom. That is the heart of love, the heart of Christ that is doing the same sound with mine. Because I told him, I'm yours. Bring me wherever you want. I'm not afraid. I know you will be with me. No? That's generosity. Because I don't have anything else. I only have my life. I don't have money. I don't have fame. I'm not a cool person. I'm normal. So who on earth does want me? You. Here I am. No. Mm. Eh, ti, 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 ti. And just the last thing, no? If we can think, for example, about the multiplication, the miracle that Jesus did, the multiplication of the bread and the fish, or fish, no? Our dear fish, imagine they're multiplied. Finally, when Lizzie comes, they're like, oh, 2 meters. That will be a miracle. Anyway, they got multiplied. No? So you can imagine if you are the kid that has these 5, I don't remember now how many or whatever. I think there were more bread than fish, right? Okay, two fish. Okay, and the 5 breads. Okay, the apostle comes. There is a multitude of people. You can see them, and you have your fish. I mean, your mom was the only one that was prudent. All the other moms, they forgot. I don't know. They just ran away from their houses because no one goes without food. But so this was the guy that was, her mom was cute and she provides. And then the apostle, big, a bit fat guys, come and ask everything. It's like, really? My fish and my bread? What do you think if the boy will give everything except one? No, because it's from her mom. So he's going to eat. And then the rest can do whatever they can with the rest of the bread. It will be the normal thing. Okay, you want everything, I'm going to be generous. I reserve my sampula and I give you 4 and 1. And then if you want to multiply it, it's your business. I have my maths. Then you arrive home and then you feel miserable. I mean, I had my own bread and my own fish, but then Jesus multiplied all the rest. But when he's giving everything, he doesn't know what is going to happen. So sometimes with our lives, we want the certificate that is going to work. I give you my life if you tell me that it's exactly what you want and it's gonna work and everything is done, no? So you're gonna multiply my life, no? You're going to do miracles. Okay, here I come. I give it to you. No, you are Christ. You gave me everything. I have bread. I have fish. I even have a Coke. I'll give you everything. And then Christ takes his best with the things that we give. So in the case, always generosity is a good virtue. But in the case of my relationship with God, is the only song that he understands. Because it's the language that he speaks. He gives everything. That's why that song is a Christian song. The other thing is another language that is always full of hate. Because I give you, you don't give me, then what if you do? But the Christian one is, you don't give me, I don't deserve that. I give you everything. I receive already everything. And then when we go to heaven, our heart will be as big as we have been able to love. And to love means this giving everything we have inside. So that's why as much as we give while we are here, as less as we receive in back, no? If I just give love to my friend that she loves me, oh, how beautiful. That's everything is so beautiful. Just giving everything because she's gonna give me everything. Oh, come on. Give everything when someone is really rude. When everyone is running away from that person because it's difficult to love that person. So stay there, be generous, smile, don't get offended, do your best. Then you're being Christ. That's the difficult part. So then that's what in heaven it will multiply because your heart is open. It's not open only to receive, but open to really give. No? Let's go. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Vieja Marina, entrada mejor en Pablo Lietar.
Recuerda por los hombres.
Vale. Now we have examen of conscience. Examination of conscience. 5. And then the class with